I am futurist Amelia Kallman. Thank you so much for joining me for this special edition of The Big Reveal, where I'm going to share with you some of my latest research and insights on spatial audio and XR. Over this last month, I've really enjoyed speaking about spatial audio and XR, as well as the future of connection and what we can expect when we start to go back into offices as well as into retail, and XR and sustainability. Please check out my latest podcast episode from XR Star. There is a link in the digital edition. So without further ado, let's get started. High fidelity. High Fidelity offers online spaces to gather that utilize spatial audio. As we go back into hybrid working with people working remotely and people working in office, we could share a soundscape. So these ideas that you can have water cooler conversations that you could overhear, even while you're working from home, can actually happen, and be able to maybe catch jokes that are being thrown around and being included in those kind of social conversations, and being able to pick up on human cues that we may take for granted when we're in a physical space that is shared. So really love that spatial audio is addressing this need for connection, and they have some great experiences that you can try on their website. There's a link in the digital edition. Tensor holography. So MIT researchers have trained AI to produce instant holograms. So in milliseconds, this technology can craft holograms and images from depth information that can be calculated from multi-camera setups or LiDAR sensors, which are standard in the new smartphones. So that requires less than 1 megabyte of memory, and real-time 3D holography could really change how we develop virtual reality as well as 3D printing. Sound beamer. So this is a really cool new innovation that is made by Novetta Systems, and it's a device that beams sound into your ears without the need for headphones, but other people can't hear it. So it's like a personalized speaker that tracks your head movement, and it uses ultrasonic waves to create sound pockets by your ears. So wherever you move, it follows you, but the person sat next to you can't hear it. So this could be really great with the future of working from home, if you share office space, as well as I imagine airplanes. So not having to put on somebody else's earphones or fool around with those little sockets that only work half of the time anyways. Metaverse. So this is a VR engine that is fully web-based. It's a fully web-based design and development tool that makes it easy to create immersive 3D experiences with little or no code. I've said this before, that the future of e-commerce is XR commerce, and because of the pandemic, we are already seeing this come into our mainstream. Last month I shared about the Louis Vuitton and MBA web experience. There's a great one in a slide coming up about Gucci's. So while we can't go into stores to have brand experiences, people are going online to have brand experiences, and these are immersive, and they really kind of get across these brand values and make people feel like they're having more of a shopping experience than just scrolling on their phones. So this is what I love about this, is because it makes it easy, it empowers the brand, it empowers the customer to have one of these experiences and be able to develop it themselves. So again, they have experiences that you can check out. I recommend you do so. Here we go, Virtual 25 by Gucci. So this is probably for the first time ever a pair of Gucci sneakers that you can buy for $17.99, cheapest pair of Gucci shoes ever, but they are completely digital and you can only wear them inside virtual worlds. So things like VR chat or Roblox. And we can expect that in the next 5 to 10 years that these digital assets, digital clothing, digital products are going to make up a significant revenue stream for brands. Highways England. So Magic Beans, which is a spatial audio company, as well as MXT Reality, teamed up to create an immersive training simulation for Highways England. And what they've done is they've been able to replicate the motorway and the sound of the motorway, which is really important to the operations crew who work in this environment. And this is for their training, and usually they have to take 400 people out of their day-to-day operations, transport them, put them up, have these training sessions, and there's a bunch of revenue that gets lost when people have to be pulled out into these training environments. So now they're able to use VR to train around their day-to-day schedules, and the people like it that much more better. It's had double the response that classroom training has had, and it's resulted in a bunch of cost savings. So I think that's a great project. Action audio, this is one of my favorite uses of spatial audio. So recently in the Australian Open, we saw them use real-time ball tracking technology to take that ball tracking and turn it into 3D audio so that people who are blind or have low vision can also enjoy the sport, which is really great. And they're working with this community to look at other sports that this could open up to as well. And this means that we can open up to whole new communities, be more inclusive, and I think that is something we should strive for. Haine World. So this is created by the guy who created Cirque du Soleil. It uses Microsoft Mesh, and basically it's holoporting, which we've talked about before, but on a mass scale. So the idea being that in the future, whether you can physically attend a concert or event, if you can't physically attend a concert or event, you can show up virtually and still have a feeling like you are in a crowd. So I holoported a couple years ago, and it was a bit pixelated. There was a latency, there was some problems with it. But now with things like 5G and Microsoft Mesh, this becomes a lot more possible. So this is really targeting artists and encouraging people to create new ways that we can come together anywhere in the world. Singcell Alpha. So these guys are looking to become the 3D audio solution for the home, and they have developed a triphonic speaker system. So that's 3 speakers. There's one master system that renders the sound in real time into 3D and projects it and tells the other 2 speakers what to do, essentially. And so with these 3 speaker system in your room, it sounds like you have virtual speakers all the way around you. And it's developed by the people who used to work for Apple. And it's also developed not just with home entertainment, music, movies in mind, but also the future of AR and VR. And it's available for pre-order now for $1,500. And finally, Unknown Realities is an immersive music platform for artists that pairs CGI with Sony 360 reality audio. You can check out Kojay Radical's new video. It's on YouTube, and it was created with this, and it was created with a 360 experience in mind. So if you listen with your AirPods or with Sony's 360 reality audio headsets, you will have this immersive experience and feel like you are there with Kojay Radical, and all these statues start to crash around you, and it creates this emotional experience that really connects you to the artist and makes you feel like you have done more than just watch a music video. That's what I have for you this month. Thank you so much for joining me, and please be in touch if you'd like to collaborate. Cheers.